After I register my marriage with Gabriella Archer behind everyone's backs, whenever she unlocks a new bedroom position with her childhood sweetheart, Nathaniel Taylor, she tells me that she'll throw a wedding to make it up to me. In 3 years, Gabriella has brought the wedding up 33 times. Of course, she has broken her promise 33 times as well. The first time she did, it was because Nathaniel's dog had died. In order to pay respects to it, Gabriella told me that she couldn't host any auspicious events for 3 months. I was still clad in a tux as I kept apologizing and making amends to all of our family, friends, and relatives beneath the stage. The second time Gabriella flaked out on me, it was thanks to Nathaniel's stomachache. She had the wedding car turned around so that she could buy medicine for Nathaniel and take care of him. In every wedding after that, Nathaniel would get into all sorts of troubles and ailments. I fought with Gabriella, and I lost my temper multiple times. But Gabriella often hit me with, "Nate and I are just friends with benefits. You're my actual husband here, so don't be petty." After Gabriella breaks her promise for the 33rd time, I'm finally done with her. So, I slide a divorce agreement in her direction. The cooling off period is over, so let's just finalize the divorce. Gabriella Archer missed our wedding ceremony for the 32nd time because of the celebration party for her 999th successful case. Nathaniel Taylor carefully organized the party for her. At the party, everyone assumed that Nathaniel was her boyfriend. "Ms. Archer, you and Mr. Taylor grew up together and make such a perfect pair. With the atmosphere tonight, why don't you make a toast to each other?" "Yes, we want to see Ms. Archer and Mr. Taylor toast to each other." The crowd's cheers reached my ears. I had been married to her for 3 years, yet she had never acknowledged our relationship publicly. I could only shrink into a corner, watching her look at Nathaniel affectionately as they raised a toast to one another. After the party ended, fearing our relationship might get exposed, I went to the intersection near the hotel early and waited for Gabriella. A black car slowly approached. When the window rolled down, I saw Nathaniel sleeping soundly in her car. Gabriella looked at me, her tone as matter-of-fact as ever. "Go home by yourself. I need to drop Nate off." I lowered my gaze and said nothing. Gabriella was a total clean freak. She never let any strange smells linger in her car. Once, she offended a client because of her stubbornness. To apologize on her behalf, I drank so much that I nearly made myself sick. But when it was over, she frowned and looked at me with pure disgust. "You smell terrible. Find your own way back." That day, she left me alone in the snowy outskirts, and it took me 4 hours to walk home. But now, a drunken Nathaniel slept peacefully in her car. It turned out that her rules were only meant for me. I gave a bitter smile and tried my best to keep my voice steady. "Are you still coming to the wedding tomorrow?" Gabriella hesitated for a moment. "I have to look after Nate tonight, so I won't make it tomorrow. Let's just forget about it for now." My heart sank, but I nodded gently. "Okay." After a brief pause, I took a document from my bag and handed it to Gabriella. "Sign this." Perhaps feeling guilty, Gabriella picked up the pen and signed the document without even glancing at it. Then she looked at me and promised gently, "When I come home tomorrow, I'll bring you your favorite pancakes from the west side of the city." After she finished speaking, she drove off. Gabriella didn't return home until noon the next day. She stood before the mirror, her slender neck marked with hickeys left by Nathaniel. Suddenly, she paused and tilted her head slightly. She looked at me through the mirror as I sat on the edge of the bed. "What document did you have me sign yesterday?" Gabriella asked. I looked up, a flicker of complex emotion flashing across my face before I regained my composure. "You didn't ask when you signed it, and now you want to know?" Gabriella gave me an indifferent smile. "It just occurred to me. Besides, you're my husband. You wouldn't do anything to hurt me." I lowered my gaze, hiding the mockery in my eyes. "Aren't you afraid that I made you sign our divorce agreement or a transfer of your assets?" Gabriella's chest tightened at my words. She frowned, looking slightly panicked and annoyed. "Are you joking with me?" She walked over to me and sat sideways on my lap. "You know that I would definitely lose my mind if you ever left me. If I had to choose between the two, I'd rather it was the transfer of my assets," she said, her tone soft but firm. Gabriella looked at me, and I could see the deep affection in her eyes. I knew that she meant it when she said she couldn't leave me, and her feelings for me were real. But my joke was real too. I had her sign the divorce agreement that would end our marriage. I had pursued her for 5 years and had been married to her for 3. My relationship with Gabriella was finally coming to an end.